I am Bouchra, dancer and choreographer. Nowadays, more choreographer than dancer. Most of my school's background with art was being a little child in this small city in the desert, and then going on to Marrakesh and starting to be passionate about pop music and dance from Morocco and from outside. When I started looking for other artists, I looked inside of the contemporary dance small world. I didn't find people that were I could look like to them like strangers and closest people. So I said, then I have to look for artists outside of the city, outside of Marrakesh, because something is already compromised because of the tourism, because of some aesthetic that were already fashion. I wanted people out of that, out of the fashion, out of the tourism, out of some representation. So then I looked for the countryside, went to Beni Mellel, went to many places. Even the friends that were artists were laughing. What are you doing in Beni Mellel or Asfi or Ben Grir? Or it's all areas where nobody cares, you know. And even they are surprised that you go there and that you will find artists. And I find amazing artists. And I said, this is going to take years. So I started with the first piece called Madame Plaza. And starting with that piece, I know that it was only the beginning and that it would take many other pieces, because the richness of the people I found in the characters, in the artistic background as musicians, as singers, as they've lived like 5 years before I was born, and I came and I suddenly find in front of me an incredible different schools. When I started Madame Plaza, everybody told me that I would never trust people like that because they don't care about contracts. And it's been 11 years around. Now we are going to 11 years collaborating. And when you give your words, it means a lot. So it's like an engagement. The heart of Corbeaux was her. And I was creating her, and until I understood that I was tracked into a very conventional piece of 1 hour with 4 dancers, and that's it. I was thinking, when we are creating a performance, we want to be the most inventive, to invent and to switch the movement and to propose to the audience to go from this movement to another one. So we have like this power of proposition. And I said, I can also take it from the other part. I have only one movement. How I can build a piece from only one very small thing. So this was my one of the place where I was interested for her. I didn't succeed in her, so I wrote Corbeaux. The more you go into contemporary dance, from my background and what I saw, faces were starting to, in a way, the look was starting to be the same standard, same look, you know. So I said, okay, the face could be a stage. This is something very interesting to explore. The neck also, and we will not go for something else. We could build a piece like that, and I started to watch lots of movies from Afghanistan, from Yemen, from Morocco, Mauritania, about the importance of the head in the dances. And most of the movement, the head is in place. The head is in the middle. It's the balance, you know. And I thought about losing the head and losing the weight of that part, which is very difficult. The back neck, which is the memory of our memory. So to let go this part, which is very difficult to get. I don't feel good, I would more naturally not go to see a psychotherapist. I would go to have a lila of Gnawa, and I know that it doesn't pass through words, analyzing, but it goes from a night where the community is taking care of your bodies, giving you food, sound, and it's a place where everything is possible. Yeah, everything is possible. It's not like the other places inside of the society or in this moment, but there is these places where everything is possible. So I worked in that, what do we consider illness, craziness, and even in our society, starting from the ritual, building a structure, one gesture with the head and with the sound, that is not anymore a ritual, but it's already something else with the crew. For this piece, Corbeaux, I was expecting one thing. It's to not meet an audience that is seated, to not meet an audience of theater audiences. So when I've done it, I said, if we can meet for 1 minute, if we can meet for 5 minutes, I mean, the audience should be free to stay at the time it should be, and also the performer should not care about that. It's okay if we watch it 5 minutes. It's okay if you close your eyes and stop watching it. In Morocco, when they see our dance, you cannot say that it's strange. There is a strangeness, but there is something that you are looking that is very close to your mother, your neighbors, the street, and this frontier between the reality and the fiction, and I like that.